to sketch the next circle that represents the midpoint of the cylindrical shape. So let's spin our work around. This is where we need to sketch. So we'll do a new sketch on plane 2. Okay, let's just make sure that we pick plane 2 there. So now it gets a little harder in terms of looking at the sketch in the right viewpoint. So we're going to draw a circle just using what we can see at the moment. So if we look approximately there, okay, and you can see now, here is my circle, so I'll click there. Now I'm going to zoom in and just rotate ever so slightly, and you can see actually that we're missing here, it's a little bit out of the line. So we're going to just move the circle around. Okay, now what's actually happening now is I'm changing the size of the circle because again the center point has got a constraint on it and fixed. If we wish to move that, what we'll have to do, I'm just clicking off this, okay, is click on that and press delete. So sometimes it can be hard to get, but it is possible. Then by doing that you can see that we can move our circle. And we just need to look at the edge and think, are we happy? Even though obviously here it looks a little strange, okay, because it's kind of going up the side. This looks almost, I would say, correct. Okay, just if it sticks out a bit on this side, not enough on that side, we can move the center point. What we're going to just do now is add a dimension onto here and just try and get a whole number. So either now I could go 88.5, 89 or 88, depending on what I think is correct. So let's try 88. Let's see. In that case, I'm happy. So I'm going to accept. So now I've got a second circular sketch, and we'll now do our third one. So again, new sketch on our top plane here. Okay, now if we press the N key on the keyboard, this does something called normalized to plane. In other words, it spins your work round so you're looking at that plane in 2D. So this is now looking at plane 3. But again, we're not sure where things are. So if we just spin round, now you can see, okay, our sketch. So I'm going to draw our circle using our line that we've drawn before, and just click once and going to click again. Now again, this is where now by spinning round you can see that actually I've got that in the wrong place. I need it to move over here somewhere. So I'm going to just make sure that we've got freedom here to move. Now we do. So I'm going to move it approximately to about my center line here, and then I'm going to make my circle a little bigger. I'm not worried about the rounded top here because that will be a fillet that we'll add later. What we're trying to do is just get it approximately the right size. Now I'm just going to move it again ever so slightly. Again, it's fixed, so let's click there, let's press delete. Let's just try and get this so I can maneuver my circle just to the right place, and again I'm just going to make it a fraction bigger just then. That looks about right, so let's just add a dimension. Let's make it 62, so it's a whole number. So as you can see with this method, there is a little bit of manipulation of the screen, manipulation of what's going on to try and get it approximately right. So now I've got my 3 circles on my 3 angled planes. I'm ready to do a loft. Now a loft is where we get a sketch and we loft from one sketch to another. So not an extrusion, but a loft. And what will happen is it will join the 4 points of this circle because it has 4 dots that represent the circle, and it will join it to this one. Then if we add this one to our loft, it should give us a smooth curve to join all of them together.